Alright, well, since I was kind of talking about them the other day and these guys just kind of happened to appear in the backyard, gifts from the land and more than likely the birds. But this is the first year we're having raspberries growing like this back here. I don't know if you can see, but all of these little bud-looking things are all raspberries. Can't guarantee we'll get too many competing with the birds over here, but none of these were here last year, so pleasant gift for this year. This is why I often say the garden kind of will just do its own thing and sometimes just provide you with the medicine that you need, whether or not you were looking for it. So, raspberry. I'm assuming these are red raspberries. They could also be black ones. I've seen those growing around here too. You'll know that they're raspberries because of their characteristic 3 leaves here, but I did read it can be anywhere between 3 to 7, which I've only ever personally seen it with 3. But the underside is going to be just like the mugwort, where you flip them and it's a much lighter color underneath. And then we've got these red prickly canes that they grow on. So these will be ready to eat probably within the next month, I would think. I can't really remember about when the raspberries start getting ready, and it might depend on just how much sun they get and whatever the rain is like. It's been not so good here lately. So raspberries are a really great tonic for the uterus. I don't know that too many are aware. You probably hear that screaming in the background. There's people playing at the sports dome in the background. So, so raspberries are highly regarded as a great feminine medicine. They have a great affinity for the uterus. And not too many are probably aware, but the uterus is actually a giant muscle. This is how it's able to do everything it does. It works on a feedback loop to expel the babies out of your body when you're pregnant. It's actually called a fetal ejection reflex. So even if you weren't going to actually push, your body's going to push it out for you. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. I'm not here to talk about that though. Anyways, so raspberry leaf is very high in vitamins and minerals. So it's one that really we want to be consuming daily as women. There is mixed literature out there about whether or not you should be consuming while you're pregnant. So take these words at your own risk, do your own research, talk to your own doctors, what have you, but some texts will say not to consume at all during pregnancy. Some texts will say consume later on during pregnancy because it helps to strengthen and tonify the uterus. To tonify something literally just means to tone it. So instead of your uterus going on the more prolapse side, which can definitely happen, it's all just held up by ligaments and it's a muscle. So a lot of things can throw it off of whack. But raspberry, along with other things, is one of those things that can help kind of get it back into balance by toning it. And it does it because it is also astringent like the roses are. So it's often recommended that women consume the tea daily, except for in the early stages of pregnancy. But again, use at your own discretion. I'm not here for medical advice, just knowledge. So there's part 1 of raspberries.